Let's get to chest. Low budget, very little money, great results. This is 3 4x4s sitting on top of 2 cinder blocks. Here's your 4x4. There's your cinder block. Just like this. Less than $20 worth of equipment, and you got a top bench. Most expensive thing is the weights that you use. We're gonna start off with dumbbell flies. Notice how I set them on my knees, stabilize them, make sure I can handle them. If you're struggling to get the dumbbell here, it's too heavy. Knees up, wide, and bring it to the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop them. It's the beauty of being outside. You just drop them. Second thing, dumbbell bench press. Bring it down, stretch, explode to the top. Explode up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And drop them. The advantage of the dumbbell is that when you feel the fatigue kick in and you feel yourself getting a little bit weak, you're able to just drop it. Move. You're able to just drop it. Last exercise, we're going to do dumbbell pullovers. Okay? The dumbbell pullover is good for really stretching out the rib cage and engaging the latissimus dorsi, the serratus muscles, and all the muscles that support the pectoralis major and minor. Okay? And you want to do at least 3 sets for each exercise. So 3 sets of flies, 10 to 12 reps. 3 sets of bench press, 10 to 12 reps. 3 sets of dumbbell pullovers, 10 to 12 reps. Now, if you're a person focusing on form, you can go up to 20 reps. If you're learning the exercise, I encourage it. If you're a person that feels comfortable with your form, I feel the mind-muscle connection. I'm not going to get hurt. I can effectively squeeze the muscle, isolate it, and relax it and stretch it. Then you can go down to 6 to 8 to build strength. So low reps, high sets, build strength. High reps, low sets is going to build endurance and add shape, but you're not going to add size. Once you go past 10 reps, you're not doing muscle hypertrophy anymore, you're doing aerobics. And as you know, aerobics is something that's gonna burn a lot of calories, which means you're not gonna have a lot of calories left over for repairing damaged muscle tissue. And if you can do 20 reps, it's really not challenging the muscle. What makes a muscle build, makes it thick, what gives you that round look, right? So even if you're a lady and you say, well, my breasts are here, I want them up here. That's not plastic surgery. That you need to develop the pectoralis major muscle. That's the muscle here. This is the muscle that makes the breast sit up. When you don't do exercises that target that area, then the muscles aren't supporting the breast and the breast come down. Simple as that. So how do I do that? You make sure when you're exercising, you feel the muscle stretch and squeeze. How do I do that? You need to have progressive resistance. That means every set I'm trying to squeeze and do a little bit harder contraction. So what you have to do is move the weight up. So first set, I'm warming up. It's not my working set. Second set, now I'm gonna pick up a weight that I'm gonna feel by rep 10. Third set, Now, this is going to be a strong working set. You should go up in weight, and with that new weight, you should be struggling to get 8, but you push yourself to do 10. If you get in trouble, it's a dumbbell, throw it down. And then on your last set, use that same weight or slightly a little bit more, maybe 5, maybe 10 pounds more, depending on your strength level. And you really want to push to that 10th rep, or maybe you can only get 8. That's ideally what you want to do. And what happens is you end up with what's called microphysial tears. So these are your muscles. Muscle tissue is literally like Venetian blinds, a bunch of lines tied together. When you exercise them to the point where you get sore, where you can't even, use everything you got to get 8 reps, this is what happens to those muscles. They tear. Microscopic tears in the muscle tissue. But your body's a miraculous thing. See, all the muscles have what's called single bonds. 1, 1, 1, 1. When you tear them, to make sure they don't get torn again, when they repair, they double bond. See how that's thicker? That's why muscles get bigger when you work them, because this is your regular muscle. Then you work them out, they split, they come back together, they do this. Then you work out again and it splits and it's even thicker. So that's why you see when you lift weights, your muscles get bigger. But notice, muscle is not flat. You see a lot of smooth, bloated people in the gym. You ain't exercising right. When you see muscle, look at me. Muscle is round. Whether it's the pecs, the biceps, or the glutes. Muscle is round and lifted. So that's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to build that round, lifted chest by stretching and squeezing. And we're gonna come this way, and this way. So let's look at that last exercise. I'll give it to you from 2 angles. All I want to do, put my shoulder blades across the bench perpendicular, okay? So my shoulder blades are going across the bench. My feet are out, my butt is off the ground. I'm going to grab this in a diamond shape, hang it over my face. Then I'm going to stretch my arms back as far as they'll go comfortably and pull it forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's see it from the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You should feel a stretch right in the lower pectoralis major area. From pulling here and contracting hard once you get right here. Stay disciplined. Results are coming.